In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your WooCommerce checkout page from this shipping radio button option, which is the default option that WooCommerce has, into this option where you have it as a drop down. Now, this will be useful for you when you have a whole lot of shipping options that your customers can choose. Also, you can find it like this on the cart summary page where you have it listed as a radio button, and then we can now have it like this. All right, so if you have a WooCommerce website and you want to learn how to do this, this is the video you need to watch. All right, so first thing we need to do is to come to our WooCommerce website. Now you need to select the state where your shop is based. All right, you select that, set up all of that. Now when you come to the selling options, right, you are going to have where you are selling to. So are you selling to the whole country or to specific countries? All right, so I'm going to choose that I'm selling to specific country. Now it's going to ask me which of the countries am I selling to. So I'm going to type my country, which is Nigeria. All right, so that's the country I am selling to. Okay, now your shipping locations. So if on your WooCommerce website you are not seeing any shipping option when you go to the checkout like this, so like this, now you can see there is no checkout feature, no option to checkout. So this is the page we are going to work on now. So there is no checkout option there. So it is likely that yours is set to disable shipping and shipping calculations. So even if it is not set at that, if you've not configured your shipping, you will still not see the shipping option. So but the first you need to do is to select where you are going to be shipping to. Okay, so we'll choose also specific countries only. So we'll also choose Nigeria. Okay, we choose Nigeria. Now the default customer location. So there are different options here. We have shop through country region, you have geolocate, you have geolocate with page caching support. So if you want a situation whereby when your customers come to your checkout page, the system will automatically locate the country and where they are trying to buy your product from, all you need to do is to choose this option called geolocate. Now when you choose the geolocate, you are going to see that when we save this page or this settings that we are making now, you see that it's going to give us an instruction to take one other step. So I'm going to change my currency. So I'll change my currency to Nigerian Naira. Okay, so you make sure you choose your own currency for the country that you are setting it up for. Now you are going to click on Save Changes. So we have saved changes right now. Okay, we have saved changes. Now I told you we are going to get a notification or a message because we chose geolocate, which I told you already what is going to be. Now if you are going to be collecting tasks, which should be important for your store, you need to enable this option. Then you now set up task ratings for your customers and all of that. But we are not going to set up tasks. We'll do that in another video. Okay, so we are focused on setting up our shipping and making sure that when people place order, they can see the amount they are going to pay for shipping, which will be calculated in their total orders, just like we have here. So you can see here, when I choose another location, you can see the system will automatically calculate and the amount will change. So that's what we are going to do now. Okay, so I mentioned that we have a message, and this is that message here where you said your geolocation has not been configured. So what you need to do is to go to this page, which they have given us the link here. Okay, then you are going to, I'm going to open it on a new tab. So all we are going to do is to create an account. We are going to create an account. So it will open where we need to put up our license key. So you get this license key for free by going to this page, and then you are going to create an account, and they are going to give you, so when you follow all the steps here, you are going to get a key, your own geolocation key, which you are going to impute. So you get one key for each of the websites that you are going to use. So all you need to do when you get to this page, this website here, Geolite, you are going to create an account, fill up all the information, give them the name of your website and all of that. But I'm not going to do that now because this is not a live website, so I am not going to do that. This is a local a website I have on my local server, which I just want to show you how to set up your shipping. Now, next thing we are going to do now, since we've selected the countries we are selling to and all of that, okay, we've selected the countries we are selling to. You can as well select, if you have many countries that you've chosen here, you can select ship to all the countries that you sell. Next thing we are going to do now is to set up our shipping rates. So for each of the different locations that you are going to be shipping to or delivering to, whichever way you want to call it, shipping, delivering, they both mean the same thing, all right? So we'll click on this shipping here, and now we'll see that there is no shipping zone because we are told here that a shipping zone consists of the regions you would like to ship to and the shipping methods that you are offering. So a shopper can only be matched to one zone, and will use their shipping address to show them the methods available in their area. So where you can offer free shipping, free delivery, and all of that. So if you also want your customers to, let's say you are doing local pickup, so you can also configure that. But what we are configuring now is shipping. So a shipping zone is a geographic region where a certain set of shipping methods and rates apply. So for each, for example, I am in Nigeria, and then my store is focused on serving people in Lagos. All right, so I'm going to pick all the different locations in Lagos and create different rates, since every customer needs to pay a certain rate for the location that they are based in. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do in this. I'm going to show you in this video, right? So for example, they told us here that US domestic zone, all states equals flat rate. You can create another one, Europe zone. So you can create different zones. So if I'm going to be shipping to Lagos state and also another state, I am also going to create them individually. But in a situation where you have a flat rate for anywhere, so you can just create only one shipping zone. Say this is for Nigeria and the same flat rate. Okay, so let's create a shipping zone now. So we'll click on add shipping zone now. So we'll call that that zone a name. So in this case, I'm going to call it Lagos. Okay, I'm going to call it Lagos. So I'll start with one zone. Okay, I'll start with the zone regions. So I'm picking Lagos. So once you tap, you will see Lagos, Nigeria will appear here. So if you are doing for any other country, just type the name of that city, and that city will appear together with the country. For example, if I'm to do Abuja right now, you can see Abuja will also appear. All right, so but I am doing for Lagos. So I tick Lagos here. Okay, I'll tick Lagos. Next thing we are going to do is now to add the shipping method that we are going to be using for all the people in Lagos. So I'll click on shipping method here. So what I'm going to do now is to use the name of the cities to assign for each of the shipping rates so that anybody can select based on the location that they are in. So I'm going to choose a flat rate. You know, remember I told you about free shipping. So we are not doing free shipping. We are doing a flat rate for each of the locations. So I'll click on continue now. So I'll now write the name of the flat rate. So in this case, for me to make it easy for my customers, because that is what your customers will see as the name of the shipping method. So if you are using something like a delivery agency, you can also use, for example, in Nigeria, there's a company called God is Good. So they do logistics. So let's assume you are going to be using them. You can put God is Good or GIG. I think that's their short name. So, but in this case, I'm going to use the different locations in Lagos State. So I'm going to do about 3 or thereabouts just to show us an example. So I'm going to pick Ikeja, for example. So if I'm going to collect tax for the delivery as well, I'm going to choose the tax here. I'm going to choose taxable. But let's assume I'm not doing that now. Now for Ikeja, I can say that the delivery fee is 1,500. So I click on save as, like, I just save it and automatically Ikeja will appear here. Okay, so let's add one more order. I've added one more city in Lagos. So let's just add one more again. So like we started, we just come to shipping, click on shipping zone. Then you click on, let me go back so that we can follow through. So click on shipping zone. So I've also done for Abuja. I just put in 3 cities. So for Lagos, we want to add one more. So under Lagos, you come to edit here and it will now open for you to add more other cities. So let's add one more shipping method. So I click on flat rate again and I'll click on continue and I'll call it, let's say Ikoyi. All right, so no tax for now. So say 3,500 and we'll click on create save. So we can do as many as we can. Now, if we go to view our checkout page, so if we go and view our checkout page, so this is how it's going to look like. This is how our cart page is going to look like when we view it. Okay, so I've just added some products on the cart page, like as if I'm a customer that is trying to make a purchase. So remember, we are trying to get rid of this, radio button so that we will not have so much lists here. So if we proceed to checkout, so we are now going to see, how it's going to appear now. So you can see the 3 cities or the 3 towns that we put. Now, remember I put in Abuja. So if I change the city here to another state, let's say Kwara, for example, you will see here it's telling us that there is no shipping options available for this particular address. So remember, it's by state. So the shipping we created is actually by state. So if I pick on Abuja now, so you will see that the ones I created for Abuja will appear. All right. So that's how you are going to create all your shipping options, or you can call it delivery options for your customers. All right. Now, how do we now change this thing to a drop down so that if we have up to 10 cities, 15 or 20 or more, then instead of it to list here and occupy all the whole space, it should be a drop down like this where people can choose, something like this. So all we need to do is to go to the back end. So we'll go to install new plugin. So we'll go to plugins, add new plugin. And when it opens, we're going to search for this plugin called WooCommerce shipping method display for WooCommerce. So you just type in there, shipping method display for WooCommerce. So you just wait for the whole plugin to list. So it's trying to list out all the whole plugins that we need. Okay, so when it lists here, you just scan through, you see it here. So I've already installed it. And all I will need to do, for in your own case, you see install here. So in my own case, I've installed. So the next thing I will do is to activate. So when I activate it, I don't want to give them any of my information for now. So I will click on skip. When I click on skip, so because I've installed it on this website before, so all you need to do, where you have select display mode, you tick on this display shipping method as a drop down. If you still have few options and you want it to remain on radio, then you just leave it the default option. Now you have this other option here where they say customized theme is enabled. So meaning that if you have customized your cart or shipping page or any of that, then you can tick this to override whatever changes you've made there. So now we tick display shipping methods as a drop down, and you're going to click on save changes here. So when you click on it, you can go back to our checkout page, and when we reload it now, we are going to see that our shipping feature will change now from radio button to this. So this is it now. So if we have up to 20 or 30 or thereabout, people can just click on the drop down and then pick the particular one, and automatically it will calculate the shipping amount and add it to the cost of the product that you are selling. So let's change to Lagos, for example, again. Change to Lagos. Now you also have it like that. So you can see that it's very easy. So we did just simple plugin, this plugin called shipping method display. You can change the default radio button to a drop down like this. So I'm sure you got value from this video. So if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video. And please, before you go, I will plead that you like this video, share, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified when I upload a new video. Peace.